Hi there, I'm Vicky Hicks. I work for Kite Consulting and I'm currently involved in an EIP project in North Wales looking at genomic testing of dairy heifers. So some of the objectives behind the project was to actually see, is a genomic result any better than a parent average, which is what we currently have, and actually are the genomic results that we get accurately predicting that heifer's future performance. So that's what we're looking at. The project's been going for about a year now, and we're at the stage where we've got our genomic results back, and those heifers are either being served now or they're starting to calve, because we're working with about 8 farms. So different age ranges are there. But essentially what we've got to at the moment is the genomic results and looking back at comparing the parent average. So what we found out is that about 61% of animals, the genomic results are accurately following their parent average. So if a parent average said that animal was plus 200 PLI, then 61% of the genomic results are also saying that yes, that animal is above 200. And we're just using 200 as a bit of an arbitrary figure. And at the opposite end, if that parent average said that that animal was below 200, then 58% of the genomic results also said that that animal was below 200 PLI. So what this means practically is that where you put that cutoff for using beef semen, sex semen, breeding replacements from, you were saying that, okay, well, if you used your parent average, you would be correct with those animals. However, for 42% of those animals that the parent average said were above 200, actually the genomic results said that they were below. So those 42% of animals you would serve to dairy semen and you would be breeding replacements from, when actually they're not good enough to do so, and you should have actually served them to beef. And that's quite a big figure, 42%. So those animals, that cohort of animals, is actually preventing you from really driving genetic improvement in your herd. At the other end, those animals that the parent average said were below 200, 39% of them were actually higher. Okay. So in that instance, you've got parent average underestimating the quality of your animals. And don't forget that the genomic result is about 65% accurate as opposed to 35% of a parent average result. So this is why we can really improve and push genetic gain through using genomic results, because we're able to select the animals that we want to breed replacements from instead of breeding the whole herd. And that's why we really need to look at genomic testing as a way forward to improving our national herd. So the next steps now are we're waiting for those animals to calve down, and we'll follow those through to the end of their first lactation. We will then look at their yield, both in litres and solids. We will have a look at their cell counts, number of mastitis, and obviously cull rate, so if any of those didn't make the end of their first lactation. And then we will then compare the results back to their genomic results and the parent average to see, okay, which one was more accurate in predicting future performance. So watch this space.